say to Alfred?
What can I tell him but the truth?
You say she insisted, begged. You were so enthralled by your bride that you could not deny her.
So where are you going? Going home to Cookham, where Alfred has asked me to remain.
Not a single Northman has been left alive in the city. This great victory has come at a significant cost. It concerns Aethelflaed. We fear that she has been taken.
I've never seen a face like this before.
I think he wants to ride you.
See it? Even when I close my eyes. Your husband is a fortunate man.
My husband does not see me.
He's blind or stupid.
Both.
Wish me to join you. Why have a dead man tell a prophecy? Why don't you simply ask?
Me, you would refuse. But the gods.
King of Wessex sends his greetings.
You talk of your woman like you do not care.
100 pounds weight of silver. My lands can afford no more.
Does this man speak for Alfred?
He does not.
Kill him.
Aethelflaed will not stand by, and your father will not stand by.
We will make a family, Eric and I.
And they will die.
I will leave this place with Eric. Or I will not leave at all.
Wow.
Will you help me?
Welcome back to Andres Saray. Well, today we're jumping to The Last Kingdom, Season 2, Episode 8. This is the season finale of Season 2, and like always, guys, this is going to be a full reaction for all of my channel members here on the YouTube platform, as well as all my channel members there on my other platform, Patreon. So, guys, please sign up and help support the Andres Saray channel, and you guys, I just have to say, are amazing. Yes, so we finally have reached Season 2, the ending of Season 2 of The Last Kingdom. I believe in the last episode, I really did fall in love with that Viking. I think his name is Sigrid, I think that's his name. And it seems like Alfred's daughter, they have a little romance going on. So I'm hoping that in this episode, it seems like the brother, I feel like his brother is gonna die. I feel like he's gonna stay with this Alfred's daughter, and they're gonna go off and do their own thing, either without Alfred's permission, obviously. And it's gonna start this whole, maybe a bigger war, possibly, with the Vikings and also Alfred. His hatred for the Vikings, I feel like, is going to grow. But we definitely need to wrap up the story with Uhtred and this Viking storyline thing. I really did enjoy a majority of the season, which we had. We had very powerful points of this season. It really did not let me down. It was very, very good. Oh my god, I always say very, very good. Check how many reactions I've done and hear me say very, very good. Annoying. Regardless though, I'm really excited to get into this episode, so I'm just gonna shut up because I'm a reactor and it's time to react to things. With that being said, guys, let's jump into The Last Kingdom and find out exactly what Uhtred, the son of Uhtred, has got to give.
God binds a man to a land. You have a poor wretch toiling in the field. His children die of disease. His wife dies giving him children.
The trees of the land are used for shelter and fire.
More than that.
Is it, Lord?
Father. Oh, for the Lord's sake, can you not remain quiet? It can only be love. From wretch to warrior, love gives a man strength. Often at the cost of his mind.
3,000 pounds weight of silver and 500 pounds weight of gold.
It is less than half their first demand, Lord.
What it is the entire wealth of Wessex.
It's too valuable to simply kill, Lord. It would be humiliation. We will be paraded before mocking crowds. Men would pay to take their turn.
It is not just the life and reputation of my daughter at stake here. It is the dignity of Wessex. Shameful tale of how a princess of Wessex was whored to the highest bidder.
The tale they tell will be of the king who paid for the very army that destroyed him. God would not allow that to happen. It's not God we are dealing with. It is the Northmen, the Danes.
Non-believers. Battle will be paid in full. My daughter will be spared.
Hear your doubts, and I ask you to renew your faith.
This cannot be how it ends.
Lord, you have said all you can say.
He's gonna do something.
Is that enough?
Yes.
What is it?
All of my father's aldermen can read and write. Although the letters Uhtred has written, you could count with one finger.
We're asking him to risk everything for no reward.
It is Uhtred. He will come. I swear.
I'll keep away from her. Let us hope he does not take her for his wife.
They walked them for miles. See, they are fed and watered. Horses and slaves.
Good evening to you, Lord.
Ooh.
Uhtred says you can be trusted, so you will take him this letter. This is a great responsibility.
He knows.
But you will still help them.
They must have no choice.
The men of Wessex are saved. Yes. But what becomes of you?
Tomorrow I will make a sacrifice to keep you safe.
What's going
Give
on?
your name to the scribe. Some of your contribution will be written beside your name.
All must pay their share.
Oh my God.
The Northmen at Aethelflaed are now crossing the river and raiding directly into Wessex.
They have taken my wife and daughters, Lord.
Guards will knock at his door and demand 1/3 of the little he has, all to help preserve the dignity of Wessex.
By good sense, I presume you mean the death or humiliation of my daughter and of the reputation of Wessex.
Considered a martyr for Wessex, Lord. Her dignity preserved. I chose Wessex over my son. A traitor. You should at least consider doing the same.
Your injury and your appetite for wine have robbed us both of your worth. You no longer serve a purpose.
To return to my estate and my wife at Devonshire.
Should you be needed, you'll be sent for.
They buy the very swords that will slay them.
Yes, it is becoming a significant amount.
Significant is the word, Lord, in its size and its effect.
Your father.
The king pays such a ransom for his offspring, Lord, I doubt it. I was a great disappointment to him.
May have had you killed. For the good of Wessex.
Oops.
Never doubt it. Every decision I make is for my country.
You asked me some days ago if I agree with the payment of a ransom. I do not. If I had an army to call upon, a fjord to raise, I would prove it. But I have not. I appear to have joined you, Lord.
He's a good man, and don't worry that it will damage his reputation, Lord.
If he can stand, it can only enhance his reputation.
Perhaps you've drank enough, Lord?
It is entirely possible. It is so a man can work the next day. Swords remain in scabbards. I have a plan. Well, it is likely I will die. I will raise the Devonshire feared.
Against the king's wishes, Lord. You will say nothing about what you've just heard.
Yes, Lord.
You mean no, Lord?
I don't know what that is they want to raise. It's like an army, I'm assuming.
So, what does it say? You kill the men and stand guard over the ships. Eric and Aethelflaed sail away. Wessex is safe. It begins as simple. What happens is fate.
Why go by river and not horseback?
To escape, we row across river.
They will follow you.
They will follow Aethelflaed. She's the silver.
Looking forward to cooling my feet in the blue waters of the sea.
You're spying for Alfred.
Of course I'm spying for Alfred. I despise the sea.
Should Oda decide to do anything rash, you'll tell him to hold fast. You spoke of a plan.
I must have been very drunk.
Can be the only explanation, Lord.
Yes.
Odada, I say this to you as your friend. Do nothing.
If I do not see you again, Uhtred of Bebbanbar, I wish you good luck.
Being selfish in wanting to spare Aethelflaed.
You were a father before you were a king. She cannot be humiliated.
So what could happen to him? Oh God.
Where is she? Lord, where is she?
Now it is clear. Each man has a right to see her, and every man will guard her with his life. So well. She belongs to us all!
Dear God, who might they be?
They are the Devonshire feared, Father Pure. You are here as Alfred's spy. You will go no further.
And what news is that, Lord? What do you mean?
You will tell the king that Oda is marching against the enemies of Wessex.
Think about what you are doing. You are making traitors of your
The
men.
men you see are here to die for their king.
But Uhtred, Lord, did he not ask you to do nothing?
You will get down from your horse and you will return to Winchester. Now, Father Pure.
What's your name?
How are we supposed to scrap down a ship with 3 men?
The men refuse to leave the hall, Lord. Your brother has called for more guards, Lord, until the metal comes.
You have been sleeping at the river.
You have made a fool of me.
Do not allow the men to see what I know for certain. You have grown too fond of her. What I have done is protect you. This will be our land. All of it. I will not allow us to fail.
It's not that the men do not want to serve you. It's that they do not know where your loyalties lie.
Oh, sweet Jesus, I cannot run. Please let them be Saxon. I'm returning to Winchester with an important message for Alfred.
We're going to see Alfred. Climb onto the cart. You can help guard Mercy's ransom.
He smiles. Are they gonna go attack Alfred?
I wear a sword but barely know how to use it. I pray that when battle comes, I will not fail you.
Perhaps we'll find you an axe. It requires less skill than a sword.
He wanted to come along.
Thank you, Lord.
You and your mushroom haircut.
After leaving Winchester, he sent some man with word to raise the fighting men of Devonshire. He has now met them on the road, Lord.
He is marching against Aethelflaed.
Yes, Lord, he is.
I say, damn.
It cannot have been Uhtred who carried the message to Devonshire.
Aethelred, you have how many men with you? Over 50, Lord.
We must march day and night, and we must pray.
Not pray.
We need the courage to overcome these hardships.
We gotta go and they're not there.
Faith in those I love, for they will not abandon me.
You! With me!
Reaper's group will strike first from the water. They look to the river, and then kill them.
But Lord, we are just 11.
I've something to say! You will be disappointed to know that this woman here is now mine. She belongs to me.
It should have been me who took the princess and put her in a cage. Did not think.
So he's up to
Never
something.
think.
It is 3 nights before the first of the silver will arrive. We must be ready, but that is tomorrow. Tonight, we drink as if there were no tomorrow!
Have faith. It is tonight.
Ew, now they're urinating in the water that they're swimming in. Why did you call it a story that you can't fight?
That's enough! It's not your kill. Find your courage.
Well, get the hell out of the show.
Go back to the monastery as Alfred would wish.
Somebody's angry at me right now. Wait, he's with them. I thought he was gonna be with Ada.
We shall rest. For a short time only.
Otter is out there. He is near. We are here for Otter.
Things wrong. Why increase the number of guards? For what reason?
Do we care? They are dead.
We go to the fortress.
We do?
We came to free Aethelflaed. Guards will soon be discovered missing. When they are, it's over. We go to the fortress.
Go ahead, Uhtred.
Uhtred, she said that you would come. The first task is not how we escape Aethelflaed. It is how we free Aethelflaed.
But this is beyond us.
She's inside the hall.
Inside the hall.
Right.
And we must first get rid of the men. We do it now.
Six men stay with the princess!
Grandpa Citric, the cage.
Don't clear the hall of men, Lord! Now how do we clear the yard?
Let's go so slow.
Never follow the silver.
The princess! Stop her! After us! Get down! Where is he? Eric! Where is he? I do not know.
No!
Do not dare to do this!
Brother, please let me have this one chance.
It's our reputation!
If it's reputation you want, you can begin with killing me.
You want your fortune? Must kill me.
The cage!
Vikings, they always fight each other. Brothers, no brothers. We go to Valhalla.
It kills both.
Otto's gonna die. Oh, they let that mess again. Damn it.
Come on with us! He's escaping with Uhtred! Want them dead! Everyone after them!
My lord.
I'm grateful to see you, as are my men. As you appear to have marched an army to their door, I doubt the Northmen will believe you're not here to fight.
Why, Otter?
For Wessex, Lord. Only for Wessex.
It is an army, Lord!
Zodda. It's Zodda's army!
I think it is Uhtred.
It is her. It is Aethelflaed. They have her.
Danes are low in number and disorganized. My advice is that we kill them all.
Stiapa, put a guard around my door to keep her safe.
Eric is dead, Lord. Siegfried will have no mind to negotiate, no wait.
Lord, we only have a fraction of their number.
Oh,
I am ready.
he wants Valhalla.
To die. Will be today.
Is ready for glory! Shield wall! Shield wall! Shield wall!
Oops. Oh no!
I will have your head in your tits! Ransom! Siegfried! I'm here! Face me!
Love her.
Uhtred, there are no words.
Say nothing.
Eric is still with me,
Aw.
perhaps within me. Husband should think what you are thinking would be a great comfort, Uhtred. To know that I could call upon you again.
You still are with him?
You are the man I trust most, Uhtred of Bevenberg.
I swear.
It seems you have made a habit of rescuing Wessex.
Yeah.
Otter claims that you believed you were acting upon my orders. There will be a trial.
And then you will kill him. He's a good man.
He is my friend and a traitor. You are free to go, as my oath man.
I don't like him. He's an attitude all the time. God.
I would have liked to have seen my land of Devonshire once more.
Devonshire was beautiful, Lord. God be with you.
Preserve his land and the lives of the families who work it. It can only be love. It will not be written that the Lord Otter saved Wessex, but that is the story I will tell. And in short, King Alfred of Wessex became more powerful than ever. But Alfred knew as well as I that the Danes were sure to return.
Oh, with this idiot?
Fate has made my sword Saxon, even though in my heart I remain a day bound to forge Alfred's dream of an England. My sword will belong to Bebbanburg.
Was it? Hopefully. This was a decent episode. I have a few issues. So I love Siegfried and Eric. I think they were great characters. I actually really ended up liking Ada. I didn't like him I didn't like him in season 1, I think. But this season I really did enjoy him. I know that a lot of people love Alfred. I don't understand it. He's actually one of the, for me, he's like nails on a chalkboard. He's just hard. Like, I think he's just a horrible person. I don't understand. I understood the reason why he didn't want to do it, the whole thing with the daughter. But his nasty attitude with, if this man saved my daughter from all of this without me, and you still gotta, oh, you are my oath man. You are free to go as my oath man. I would have turned, I would have go yourself. Like, I know I would have been dead. There's no way I could have been able to live in this time. I don't know how none of those people did it, because the way people spoke to each other, I would have been like, you can go screw yourself. That's just my little take on everything. But overall, though, I would give this episode a 9 out of 10. It was a very good episode. But I don't really like certain characters that we're going to be obviously moving forward with Alfred, i.e. also that new Dane, that guy, that big, the little bit big guy. I was trying to find a really nice way to put it, because he's just acting. But he's not going to be one of my favorite characters. He's kind of irritating. And they kicked it up a notch in like the last 3 episodes. I was like, oh God, who are you? But regardless, I'm here for it. I'm here for the next season to see what's going to happen. I'm really ready. I want him to become the king of Bebbanburg, because we keep getting that intro and he's not even getting near there. And what happened to his uncle? Like, his uncle just gave up trying to kill him? Like, what's going on? Like, I guess he's living his best life. The time that Uhtred gets back to Bebbanburg, he doesn't have to worry about killing his uncle. His uncle's be dead of old age, because like, hello, time is ticking. I bet you that place is going to be just like, there's no king, there's no nothing, because that's how long it's taking him to get there. And it looks like the next season we're not going to get there either. It looks like the next season it's going to still be Alfred, the Vikings, and this whole 9 yards with these people. So I am here for the noise, I'm here for the ruckus. But you know, I'm just kind of, I need Alfred to get it together. I even like Alfred's wife, and you guys know I'm not a huge fan of her, but in this episode she did not bother me. It's just Alfred. He is I can't. I like the Alfred in Vikings. I don't know which portrayal is more realistic. Probably this one. But the one in Vikings wasn't like this. This one is dreadful. But you guys get my point. I'm done. And I'm going to do that outro that you love so much. That being said, guys, if you see this reaction, realize if you are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, so please like and share this content, because it does wonders for this channel. And I'll see you all next time on Days of Bread.